takes off and a reach in. A couple of defenders closed in. They'll get this one on Brady Olson.
Well, Eric, right now the Titans are plus 28 with points in the paint. That's been the game right there. Their ability to be able to get inside and dominate inside here against Platteville has been just outstanding here so far in this game.
Not only points in the paint, but assists in the paint. They're dishing off right underneath the bucket. Roper takes off to the left, moving in. Gets it out to Bolt. Bolt on the drive, gets it inside as he sneaks it down low to Williamson. Gets it back to Bolt, and there's going to be a 5-second violation here against Illinois Wesleyan. Well, they've been living in the paint all night long, but that time a little too long.
Yep, a little overpassing that time by the Titans. Like sharing the basketball, but you get a couple guys 6'10" inside from 5 feet away. You're going to have to power that ball up.
64-42 with just over 11 minutes to go in the game. Rolling off a pick, here is Love. Guarded loosely by Bolt. Now he looks to take him off the dribble. And a hand check, that's a foul on Bolt.
So the second team foul for the Titans here in the half. 5 team fouls on the Pioneers. We go under 11 minutes now. Titans with a comfortable lead at 22 at this point. But you want to keep pushing here against the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, it doesn't feel comfortable just yet. Maybe at 5 minutes, maybe. Now a drive in the baseline by Love as we have another foul here against Bolt. And he now has 3. That's 3 fouls for the half on Wesleyan. Baseline inbound to Pearson against Roper with a spin move around him, and he can't finish.
Great move that time. Got to the right hand. He's probably going to make that shot 90% of the time. Not this time.
Now Bolt goes around the rim and reverses for 2.
How about Nathan Bolt? How about the bench? Everybody contributing tonight off the bench for the Titans. Boy, it has been a banner evening so far for Illinois Wesleyan. We'll see if they can keep it going.
That's his first bucket, 66-42. Around the horn it goes. Pearson with a tough 3. And despite the lunging effort by Roper, but he missed the shot. Williamson gets it over to Josh Fridman. Fridman cuts to the left, goes baseline around the bucket. Had a block this time by Hettinger, and he picks up the foul. Boy, they have just been taking the ball to the rack unbridled all night long. And that time, Hettinger picks up his 4th foul. He's been in foul trouble for a good part of the night, and it's been one of the challenges for them to defend the interior as Josh Fridman, all 5'7" of them, takes the ball down deep, and now he goes to the free throw line.
Now, how many times have the Titans been able to turn the corner on the dribble drive as Fridman's free throw is good to push the lead to 25 here with 10:13 to go in the ball game. But their ability to be able to turn the corner on the dribble drive has been the real key to the offense for Illinois Wesleyan tonight, as the Titans have 68 on the board right now, and they have only knocked down 4 3-point shots.
That is incredible. As we hit the midway mark of the second half, Titans up by 26. Pearson backs it up. Now to Olson on the wing. Back out to Pearson, out by midcourt. Takes off toward the baseline, behind the goal, pivots with great footwork, and he drops it in for the baseline. And Coach Gard waiting for that timeout, and he gets it after Pearson makes the shot, his first of the half. He now has 14. And we're going to get ready to go down to the sidelines here in just a moment as Illinois Wesleyan has extended that lead 68-44 with 9:50 to go in the second half. Let's check in once again with our sideline reporter and Matt Sossler. Matt?
Thanks, guys. The energy down here on the Titans bench is second to none. The coaches from Ron Rose and his assistants is active during the entire point of the game. Looking at the Platteville bench, it's silent. However, you can't count out the Pioneers knowing what they did yesterday, coming back down from double digits with a minute and a half left. Titans up big in this one, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. And they've got to be a little shell-shocked, one might think. I know they expected to have their hands full tonight against the host Titans, but to find themselves down by 24 points has to be a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, no doubt about it, as Illinois Wesleyan has played an exceptional game here so far. And now Coach Gard comes out with a little bit of full court pressure here. You see the trap.
Double down on the baseline on Nego, gets it over to Akeem Williams, cross-courts the ball to Carlo Kolak as he gets it across without much trouble. And they'll set it up with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, you got to think the Titans talked about that in their timeout. Hey, we got to watch for pressure.
Nego posting up against Pearson, kicks the ball out. Left side it goes to Funk. Funk tees it up to Nego for three. Well contested and missed it. A good box out there for the rebound by Furman. 68-44. Olsen dribbles baseline, kicks it out to Probst. Probst one-hands the ball to Pearson. Moves in on Nego as he cuts to the goal. Scoops it up. No, but he drew the foul.
The Titans got a tough matchup that time. There was a switch out front. Williams had Pearson, gave him up to Jackson Nego. That's a tough switch with size for Illinois Wesleyan. Again, they did a nice job not giving him really the straight line drive. He kind of had to cross back over his body to get that one up off the glass, and a last second call by the official. I think as soon as he saw he missed it, blew the whistle on the foul.
That's 15 now for Logan Pearson. 5 for 6 at the free throw line tonight, and has one more, knocks that one through. At 35 points last night, including the game winner.
And Pearson's a Kimberly kid, coming right out of that UW-Oshkosh area, actually, coming down to Platteville to be a star.
9:08 to go. They get it ahead to Nego, crossing the 10-second line now with a 2-on-3 as Pioneers get back well. Titans in no hurry here, now with 9 minutes to go. Anderson veers left, hands it off to Funk. Funk backs it up against the man-to-man. Now takes off right of the lane on low for the scoop and score.
It's been that same video over and over and over and over again. Titans turning the corner, getting to the glass, and able to finish.
70-46, Illinois Wesleyan. Now at the top, it's Furman. Looking to hand it off, does so to Love. Love right of the lane, pushes it up and in.
That tough shot that time going to the right hand. Platteville has found a little bit of offense here over the last few moments. You got to think that UW-Platteville's got nothing to lose at this point. They're going to keep up with this full court pressure. Titans are going to have to make them pay with easy buckets on the other end. We'll see if Illinois Wesleyan can break down this defense here and get a couple of easy buckets out of the pressure from Platteville.
70-48, Illinois Wesleyan on top. 8.5 to go as the inbound comes into Nego. Centers the ball to Funk as Funk lobs the ball head on the left to Hakeem Williams. 2-on-3, the kick out to Kolak, sidesteps, pulls up, long two, got it.
Gotta love the head and shoulder fake right there. Get the defender to go by, put the ball on the deck and pull up.
72-48, back the other way. Pearson with the up and under, pushes up the shot, drew contact on Hakeem Williams, and he gets the foul. That's the third on Hakeem. He picked up 2 early in the half, the first half that is, but has been able to avoid that third whistle until now.
This is my first time seeing Logan Pearson play. Just a smoothness to his game, no doubt about it. He uses that head fake so well. Missed the front end right there of 2, but just uses that head fake to get the defender up in the air. Obviously, Hakeem Williams, a very aggressive defender, picked up the contact, but couldn't knock down the front end.
They've held him to 4 for 12 from the field tonight. He gets 1 of 2 free throws, now with 17 points.
It really shows you, though, how hard it is to shoot over a guy like Nick Roper that has that great reach.
Well, double down on Hakeem Williams as he clawed his way through it and was able to draw the blocking foul.
I think that's going to be a bonus here now for Illinois Wesleyan.
That's on Pearson.
1-1. It's number 4 now on Logan Pearson. And I got to think if you're Coach Guard, you got to keep him in the game. Right now, you're going to need to make a run right now if you're going to get yourself anywhere close to back in this contest.
4 fouls on Pearson with 8:06 to go, and Hakeem Williams has a 1 in bonus. 3 for 4 at the stripe last night on a career-best 17-point performance. Looking to get to double figures here now.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing about this Titan team. It's probably going to be different guys on different nights. So many different options that they have to be able to put the ball in the basket.
And threads that first one through. 4 in double figures tonight. They had 6 with 10-plus last night. Hakeem, a reigning CCIW All-Conference selection from a year ago, and knocks down a pair.
The Titans have almost gotten 30 points off the bench, 29 bench points for Illinois Wesleyan here in the contest, and still a 25-point lead here with 8 to go.
Baseline, it's Lewis. Dribbles into the paint, kicks it out to Love. Thought about the shot. He was covered. Fouled away for the ball. Anderson against Furman.
Now Marco just trying to beat him to the spot right there. Must have been a little bit too much contact, but now Anderson goes to the bench. Marco's played really well. Now you bring Harrison Wilmson in the middle. The Titans were able to absorb that foul trouble to Wilmson in that first half. Still has 2 fouls, and he can be nice and aggressive.
As the inbound comes in, ball was knocked away from Pearson, and a foul on Hakeem Williams. Nearly got the strip. No, that's going to be on Jackson Nego instead.
Boy, Jackson Nego had all ball that time. And it was a difficult foul as well because I don't think the baseline official had a very good look at what actually happened on the play. That was a tough call against Titans.
So Pearson back to the line. Shot 11 free throws last night. This number 11 tonight as he converts.
You can see why he gets to the free throw line so often. Tough guard. Does a great job with that head fake. Draws a lot of contact.
I've been trying to think of a CCIW comp for him, and I'm not sure I have one. The closest I can come up with is Steve Jurakovic and his ability to draw fouls. Doesn't post up quite as much, but just a terrific offensive player. And the Titans turn it over, a pass a little low and hot to handle from Hakeem Williams to Harrison and Williamson on the sideline, on the baseline.
Jurakovic was an outstanding scorer. One of the best scorers this conference has ever seen. He could put the ball in the basket from multiple different angles in multiple different ways.
74-51, Titans by 23. As Lewis slashes baseline, scoops it up, left it short, and whipped away by Carlo Kolak for Illinois Wesleyan. Diagonal pass to Kolak from Nego into the corner to Hakeem Williams. Shovels it off to Harrison Williamson, flips the ball to Kolak, knifes his way inside, pulls up, goes glass for 2.
Carlo Kolak so strong right there. Just that little hang for a moment, get that thing off the glass, and down it goes.
Titans up by 25. Kolak now with 8 points off the bench. As we come up on 7 minutes to go, Pearson raises for a 17-footer and knocks it down. That's 21 for Logan Pearson, but too little right now as the Titans lead 76-53 with 6:58 to go. Illinois Wesleyan shooting the lights out tonight. 58% from the floor, even better than last night. Maybe there's some good reasons for that. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Matt Sossler. Matt?
Thanks, guys. The Titans today are shooting north of 55%. Part of that can be thanks to the NOAA shooting system, a piece of technology installed in the practice gym here at the Shirk Center. And what the NOAA shooting system does is it tracks launch angle and it tracks where it enters in the basket. The perfect shot is a 45-degree angle out of the hand in the middle back third of the bucket. And what the players can do is they can track it through an app on their phone, whether it be an individual workout or a group workout, and it tells them exactly how off their shot is, whether they miss it or they make it, because ultimately the goal is to get to have your phone go cha-ching, the 45-degree angle in the middle back third. And safe to say for the Titans, there's been a lot of ka-ching here tonight.
It took me about 5 years to understand what launch angle meant in baseball. Now we've got launch angle in basketball. I am a dinosaur here, Joel.
Me as well, no doubt about it. It's also helped the Titans have shot a lot of layups tonight as well, so that'll help your field goal percentage. But thanks for Matt for all the sideline reports. He's just done a terrific job for us.
Yeah, indeed. 45% launch angle. I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah, and the back third of the hoop. I do believe that's what he said. Is that right?
I thought any part of the hoop.
I thought so as well,
but
hey, let's not argue with the system.
I guess it's what you can duplicate. That's the key to success, I think, is the point there. A 23-point lead for Illinois Wesleyan as Roper takes off as they break the press and set up in the half court. No need to rush here as Funk operates between the circles, comes off the screen by Williamson, dribbles to the left, flips it inside to Williamson. He got hemmed in underneath the goal, but able to reset himself and drop it in for 2.
Now when he catches that deep, you are in trouble. And another assist for Illinois Wesleyan. They have really passed the ball well tonight.
78-53. That's 6 for Harrison Williamson in limited action because of foul trouble. Now Pearson backs down on Hakeem Williams, looking for a double team, kicks it out, 3 on the way. By Lewis, no good. Rebound pulled down by Williamson.
That terrific defense by the Titans. Pearson trying to extend over the top. Boy, they sealed that off rather nicely. Made it really hard on him.
78-53. Illinois Wesleyan. Roper had the ball tapped, so no violation. But the possession kind of staggering a bit with a shot clock at 18 seconds and now 6:05 to play. We'll take a brief timeout. 78-53, Titans on top on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com. All right, 6:05 to go in the second half. Illinois Wesleyan looking for the title in the Jack Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational as they lead by 25 points against the second-ranked team in Division III.
Yeah, and even more important to that, racking up a couple of really, really important non-conference victories, and that will be huge for the Titans if they can hang on here in the last 6 minutes of the contest. Boy, anytime you can beat a team from the WIAC, also maybe the team picked number 1 in the conference, but that's a notch on your belt. Boy, every single one of them are important for the Titans. Just missing out on the tournament a year ago. Want to put themselves in a much better position come late February.
Coming up on 6 minutes as the inbound comes to Nego as he crosses the 10-second line and sets up against Bristol Lewis. Again, the shot clock now inside of 10 seconds after the timeout. Nego on the left at 5, at 4. They get an expedite here at 2, at 1. The runner, good if it goes, but it does not. As it curls over the rim, no good. Furman grabs the rebound.
They still like Jackson has not made a shot yet tonight, but still like his floor game. Great job, a confident leader, doing a nice job pressuring the ball out front all evening.
Now it's Olsen to Furman up top as he steps to the left, 15 of the shot clock. Deep 3, Olsen strokes it long, ball tipped in. Can Probst track it down? No, he threw it off of Funk, who was underneath him, diving for the ball. Probst got it first, and I guess a heady play, and it'll stay with the Pioneers.
Yeah, it certainly was on the sideline right there, right in front of students here at Illinois Wesleyan. What a great crowd tonight here at the Shirk Center for the final round of the Sikma tournament. 5:24 to go, up by 25. You still not feeling comfortable, Eric? You said 5-minute mark.
Yeah, I'm strong. Well, there's still 24 more seconds. Let's not get carried away here.
That's a good response, Eric.
78-53. Ball nearly poked away a reach-in on Jackson Nego for the foul there in the bonus, so the clock stops. And, you know, we felt this last night, too, with the Titans up pretty comfortably late, but Cal Lutheran kept chipping away, getting some fouls, getting to the free throw line, extending the game. You just never know with a player like Logan Pearson and what the Pioneers' firepower can do. By the way, we mentioned the new technology, the NOAA shooting system that Illinois Wesleyan has debuted this year. Also wanted to mention that the family of Dr. Dean Gravlin donated, set up an endowment for that, a former Illinois Wesleyan basketball player who made that possible. We want to recognize that as well, and thanks to Matt for that report here a few moments ago as the first free throw goes for Brady Olson, the senior from Cuba City, Wisconsin. And he gets a pair here. He now has 4 points.
Got 4 points on the night. Pearson's got 21. Probst has 10, 6 apiece for Love. And also for Furman as well. But so far, too little for the Pioneers, down 23 here with 5:18 to go in the contest.
So Jackson Nego will walk it up for Illinois Wesleyan as he taps his head with his right hand, dribbling with the left. Crosses the 10-second line, and they take their time. Mason Funk out between the rings, chest pass right side to Nego. As we come up on 5 minutes to go. Nego again taking his time as he works the ball to the left, guarded by Max Lucy, sophomore from Kyler, Wisconsin. Now baseline it's Wilmson as he is able to take it up strong, but he couldn't get it to roll. Back tap by Funk, but corralled by Lucy for Wisconsin-Platteville. Now inside to Lewis, into the paint, kicks it out. Lucy with a quick 3, off of the side of the goal and tipped out of bounds. It was last touched by Bristol Lewis, out of bounds to Wesleyan as Trey Bazell, Josh Fridman, who I think I said 5'7" earlier. I sort of short a couple of inches, 5'10", and we see Marco Anderson also back in as Wilmson, Williams, and Nego go out.
Now Platteville now 4 out of 18 from the three-point line. Titans haven't shot it real well either, just 4 out of 12, so neither team's really been able to find it behind the line, but the Titans have just been so much better inside the painted area.
Well, amazing, they just haven't needed it here tonight. Got a foul on the floor underneath the bucket as Fredman was scampering along the baseline, and we're seeing some new players come in for Platteville as Max Lucy, who just came in a few moments ago, picked up his first foul. Also in for the first time now is Cameron Morrell, a 6'3 freshman from Sugar Grove, Illinois. And Josh Fridman shooting the bonuses. He makes the first. He has 7 points tonight. Carlo Kolak now in for Nick Roper. Nathan Boat in for Mason Funk.
Coach Rose taking the starters at the 3 and 4 position out now for the Titans. Illinois Wesleyan has gotten so much production off the bench tonight. Fridman knocks down both free throws.
I think I'm a little more comfortable now as Wisconsin Platteville starts to bring in some of their subs.
We've hit that point.
I think so.
You and I have just seen way too many comebacks in this arena.
After last night, just the PTSD from that. The 3 top of the key is good for Miles Hedinger. Now, certainly we've seen some dramatic moments here, some buzzer beaters. Some of them didn't go the Titans' way, but I'm not sure I've seen a game for the last 2 minutes that finished quite like that one did. Brazil missed the 3, back tap by Bolt. They keep it alive with under 4 minutes to go.
Now let's see if they take their time now here with a comfortable 22-point lead.
Fridman slashing into the paint, lost the basketball as he stumbled and ends up traveling.
And turns it over right there. It looks like Platteville has brought some of those guys in off the bench to finish this one up here. 3:40 to go. Boy, the Titans up 80-58.
Aiden Wazurek on the left to Morrell. Now on high to Hedinger. Well, this would be the only game action this weekend for some of these guys as they only went 3 deep on the bench last night. The 3 from the wing for Aiden Wazurek, 80-61.
Now back-to-back threes here by Platteville to get that lead to 19.
Now on the right wing, it's Kolak. Kolak guarded by Morrell, takes him off the dribble, backs down into the paint, draws the double, kicks it back out to Fridman, pops a 3, a little long, and Hediger pulls down the rebound for Platteville, trying to make this one look a little bit closer. Still a decisive lead for Illinois Wesleyan. New player in, Lucas Ramaker, 6'3" sophomore from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Around to Wazurek. Moves up to the elbow.
Whoa.
Ducks the up and under. The tough scoop from long range. Missed it. Marco Anderson with the rebound.
Now Marco's been big. Great minutes in the first half when the Titans really needed him. And now we're going to get a substitution here. Timeout. And good to see Shane Miller on the floor here for Illinois Wesleyan. David Williams also in the lineup now for the Titans. And boy, a good round of applause from the crowd. Boy, the Titans really deserve it tonight. It's one of the better games we've seen them play in quite a while.
Yeah, good to see the Titans get Shane Miller into the game. The senior from Springfield had surgery on his knee and just got into practice in the last week or so he's getting some good minutes, and he gets his first bucket on the scoop and score from underneath the goal.
That didn't take him long. A little wraparound right there. That was a difficult shot.
Make it up for lost time as the Titans lead by 21, 82-61.
Now Nathan Bolt making a nice defensive play right there. Will knock it away off of a Pioneer out of bounds. Well, I'm not sure either one of us saw this spread coming here tonight for the Titans. As they throw it away right there as Nathan Bolt looking for Carlo Kolak down low. But able to take a 9-point halftime lead. Get up as many as 25 here in the second half.
Now with under 2 minutes to go, it is Max Lucy. Out to Asher Wade. Lucy goes baseline, bumps against David Williams. Cross courts the ball, kick out long 3, and it's good from the wing by Lucas Ramaker.
Now the 7th 3 of the night goes down for Platteville. 3 of them here in the last couple minutes.
82-64, steal well in hand to Marco Anderson. Looks backdoor to Kolak, who reverses and scores.
Yeah, the low post passing tonight has been outstanding for the Titans. And now Illinois Wesleyan is really going to clear that bench.
84-64, Titans are up by 20. Nick Vorwalt, a freshman from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, now in. That's Wade at the top. Back over on the left. And the drive there by Lucy. We have a foul on the floor, and we'll see the new players check in for Illinois Wesleyan. Alex Miller, 6'5" freshman from Downers Grove North High School. He's got Alex Schmitz, a 6'5" freshman from Barrington. Connor Williams, a 6'2" freshman from Stagg High School. And Dylan Schmidt, a 6'4" sophomore from Johnsburg. And as we see Lucy go to the line and making the foul shot, and to get one more. 84-65 with 1:07 to go. One more try here for Lucy. Stay with us after the game. We'll hear from a couple of Titan players, plus Coach Rose as the free throw misses. Connor Williams with a rebound. They'll also name the all-tournament team. Titans will have 2 selections on that team as David Williams glides in and lays it up for 2.
David Williams able to get to his right hand. That's pretty much kind of a microcosm of the entire evening for both sides right there. Platteville giving up a lot of straight line drives and Illinois Wesleyan converting a lot of points inside.
3 of the wing by Luke Begley, a sophomore from Pigeon Falls, Wisconsin. That's no good. David Williams the other way. Quick 3 by Alex Schmitz. Spins out. And the rebound goes to Lucy. With about 30 seconds to go. Kick out on the wing to Vorwalt. And now it's Cameron Morrell into the paint and a foul from behind on Alex Schmitz with 22.4 seconds left. We mentioned the Titans get a week off before they continue their UW swing against Wisconsin Stout, 11 a.m. next Saturday. Free throw short for Begley. Meanwhile, Wisconsin Platteville will continue their CCIW swing. Their next 3 games at home against CCIW schools. Carthage, North Central, and Augustana all figured to be top contenders in the CCIW this year. 1 free throw goes. It's 86-66, and now the Titans can dribble out the clock. As David Williams will yo-yo the ball near midcourt, the fans come to their feet. And they give the Titans a well-deserved standing ovation as they wrap up the 2024 Jack Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational Championship, 86-66 over the University of Wisconsin at Platteville. Our postgame comes up in just a moment. In the meantime, we will hear from a player guest. As Matt Sossler was down to the court, we'll get to him momentarily. They will also be giving their all-tournament selections. They've done 2 already. Devin Lewis from Cal Lutheran. Owen Varnado from Calvin. They'll have 1 choice from Wisconsin Platteville. We'll try to figure out who that is. Got a pretty good idea. And then we'll continue with our post game. We'll keep it here as we await the presentation with Jack Sikma himself to join us on the court. But really an impressive win against a top-tier Division III basketball program here tonight for Illinois Wesleyan.
Yeah, certainly, boy, the Titans played well and dominating in the paint, plus 36 for Illinois Wesleyan in paint points, plus 20 off the bench. Boy, those were the numbers that really come out at you as they're right now naming the all-tournament team here in just a moment. But, boy, congratulations to Ron Rose's team. They played a terrific game here tonight against a very good UW Platteville team.
86-66 as we get ready for the introduction of our all-conference honorees with Jack Sikma to do the honors out at midcourt as they are reviewing the final numbers, and we'll do that here on the broadcast momentarily as the Titans get off to a 2-0 start on the season. Let's send it down to Ben Alcine, the public address announcer here at Shirk Center.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to announce the other members of the all-tournament team, and you can come to center court and get your award from Jack Sikma. Earlier, Owen Bernardo from Calvin and Devin Lewis from Cal Lutheran were the first 2 named. From Wisconsin Platteville, Logan Pearson.
No surprise there. 56 points in 2 games as they split their 2 here in Bloomington. including a remarkable game-winning shot last night for the Pioneers.
From Illinois Wesleyan, Harrison Wilmson.
Wilmson a near double-double last night. 6 points, 7 rebounds tonight for Illinois Wesleyan.
And the most valuable player of the 2024 Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational, Hakeem Williams.
Hakeem Williams, big night last night, had 17 points, put up 11 tonight. And he gets the honors here tonight. The tournament most valuable player.
Congratulations, Owen Bernardo, Devin Lewis, Logan Pearson, Harrison Wilmson, and Hakeem Williams, the 2024
to
All-Tournament
improve to 2-0
team
on the season.
And now, can we have representatives from the 2024 Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational Championship Titans come accept their award from Jack Sikma. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational Championship team, the Illinois Wesleyan University Titans.
All right, Titans get the win here, 86-66. The final over Wisconsin-Platteville. We're going to check in with Matt Sosler down at the sidelines here in just a moment with a player guest, but they have to have their celebratory championship photos taken at the conclusion of this one.
Yeah, they earned it. Boy, the Titans really had a terrific tournament. Beat two really good teams, both NCAA tournament teams a year ago. Had a lot of experience coming back for Cal Lutheran, a lot of experience coming back for UW-Platteville. Boy, the Titans played a really good tournament. What a great way to start the year for Illinois Wesleyan. Pick up 2 wins over 2 quality opponents, and boy, that will help the Titans as the season goes on.
Well, we have our MVP tonight, Matt Sosler, with the MVP of this tournament, and that's Hakeem Williams. Matt?
Thanks, guys. Matt Sosler alongside the Sikma Invitational MVP, Hakeem Williams. Hakeem, you matched your career high yesterday against California Lutheran, and then today you put up double figures, had a stout defensive assignment against a tough Platteville team. Take me through your tournament.
Well, first, it was just one game at a time. With the first game of Cal Lutheran, we had to get them back. We went down there last year, and they beat us, so just them coming back was just a chance for us to get back at them. And Platteville, we knew that it was going to be a tough task. Obviously, number 2 in the nation coming in. So we accepted the challenge. We felt like we were the better team, so we wanted to come out here and show that.
You guys got thrown into the deep end. It's not every day that you face off against a 24th ranked team, have to turn around the next day and play the 2nd ranked team in the country. How did you guys prepare, and how good do you feel after this win?
Well, in practice, we just go over a lot of fundamentals. So a lot of fundamentals can stop a good offensive team. So we just hammer those in practice, and that's what got us the win ultimately. So kudos to Coach Rose.
You got a strong contingent here supporting you. What's it like having that familiar support?
It's amazing. Everybody here knows each other. That's why I love this school. Like I can tell you the janitor's name for that works here at Shirk. That's just how it is here. Everybody's a family. I love it. So it's good for us, yeah.
What's it like? You got Hall of Famers in the crowd. You got people who are known all around college basketball in the house watching you play. What's that like?
It's a great feeling. Just this name across our jerseys, we know it means a lot. We know a lot of people came before us. There's going to be people after us, so we just want to keep the tradition going.
you guys have some time to celebrate this, but then the season moves on. It's not the NCAA tournament, even though it feels like it. Yep. You still got a lot of work to do. What's it going to take to get back in practice and continue working with what is anticipated to be a great season?
It's one game at a time. Trusting the game plans and executing. That's all we got to do, just take it one game at a time.
Hakeem, thanks so much. Congrats.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you. Eric?
All right, thank you very much, Matt. We're going to take one quick break, and we'll have our next player guest here from the Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational on 88.1 FM, WESN, and IWSports.com.
Go behind the scenes of Titan Athletics with Titan Table Talk, hosted by Tommy Gilbert. With interviews from coaches as well as student athletes, get to know Titan Athletics like never before. A new episode with new guests is posted every Tuesday at 4 p.m. on YouTube, SoundCloud, WESN, and IWSports.com/podcast. Thank you for listening.
Can you hear?
Yep.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, welcome back here to Shirk Center at Illinois Wesleyan. Titans win the Jack Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational, 86-66, the final. Our second player guest joining us up top here is Nick Roper. Terrific performance tonight, leading the Titans in scoring with 18 and having one of the tougher defensive assignments as well. Congratulations on the win, and really a great performance by your guys tonight.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was a huge win for us. Just to start, it's going to be a fun season.
Well, what was your approach going up against one of the top scorers that you may face all season, and Logan Pearson, kind of a tag team effort against him?
Yeah, well, we know he can score at all three levels, so Coach put me on him at the start, and then Hakeem and I were just going back and forth, giving him different looks so he couldn't get comfortable, and ended up working out.
Nick, the dribble drive, boy, that was valuable for you guys tonight. Turn in the corner, you had to talk about that and get into the basket.
Yeah, we thought that we had a step on them. We were a little bit quicker than them, and we utilized that very well and could get to the rim pretty easily. Yeah.
Nick, talk about your bench, especially in the first half. Well, you just had all sorts of guys contributing off the bench. It seemed like that's going to be a strength for this team all year long. Yeah,
we're a very deep team. Everybody on the bench could play at, a different D3. We're very skilled, and that's definitely going to help us having 10 players able to come out and play.
It's also got to be nice. Harrison gets in some early foul trouble. Hakeem's early foul trouble. Have guys that can really come in and step in and fill those roles for you.
Exactly. Marco had big minutes. Carlo had huge minutes. Trey, that's when someone gets in foul trouble, it's the next man up mentality, and that's what we had tonight, and it worked out.
This team kind of feels like it's in mid-season form, even though it's the first weekend, but you've had a couple of very competitive matches before this in the exhibition against DePaul, against Butler. How much did those experiences help prepare you for the real thing this weekend?
Yeah, playing against Big East teams, they're quicker, they're more physical, so playing them and then coming and playing Division III opponents was definitely a huge help. We were used to super fast play, it helped us out a lot, that's for sure. Before
the game, they named all of the CCIW All-Conference players in the Titan history. You were on the list, and a number of others who come from recent vintage, some of whom you've played with. What does an experience like that do, having so many of the Titan legends here in the house, and, of course, Jack Sikma and all the others watching you guys perform tonight at your best? Yeah, it definitely gave us a little boost of energy. We were fired up coming out of the locker room. That was awesome, playing in front of all those past CCIW conference players. Well, they were definitely impressed with your performance. So how do you build on this next week? Yeah, going up to Wisconsin. We're ready for it. It's going to be a fun season. We're looking forward to it. Thanks again for the time tonight. Great performance, and we'll look forward to next week. Thank you very much. All right. That's Illinois Wesleyan's Nick Roper, 18 points tonight in the Titan victory. Thank you much, Nick. And We'll hear from Coach Ron Rose here in just a moment as Illinois Wesleyan gets the victory 86-66. We're waiting for Coach Rose. He's got some pictures to take here. In the meantime, we'll give you the final stats. The Titans had 5 in double figures, led by Nick Roper's 18 points. They get 12 each from Mason Funk and Marco Anderson. Anderson also had a team-high 7 rebounds. Hakeem Williams, the tournament MVP, had 11. Carlo Kolak had 10 and 4 rebounds off the bench. 6 points for Harrison Williamson at a team-high 7 boards. Josh Fridman had 8. They got 3 from Trey Bazell and 2 points each from Nathan Bolt, Shane Miller, and David Williams in the victory tonight. 86-66 the final. Illinois Wesleyan gets the victory tonight. And Coach Rose now joining us. So we talked with Nick Roper a minute ago. It feels like this team is in midseason form already after 1 week.
Well, certainly, there's an advantage of having a veteran group that's played together, a group that is highly motivated from the sting of not getting in the NCAA tournament and willing to play for each other. And I thought some of that unselfish play and reading off each other, as you said, that's not an opening weekend execution. Our guys were really finding each other, and we have so many weapons. Tough to guard when you have 5 guys on the floor that are all aggressive and unselfish.
Coach, talk about what concerns you about UW-Platteville coming in and how good that basketball team is.
Well, they're a great team. I mean, they're a whisker away from playing in the Final Four with 4 starters coming back. So they're tough. They can really shoot the basketball. That was number one on our game plan, was we had to try to limit the number of 3-point shots they got. Really, once you shoot them, you can't dictate if they go in or not if they shoot them. So our goal was to limit the number. I know they had 7 in the first half. They had a bunch at the end. But I thought our guys did a really good job of finding shooters. And that's a great team. They're going to win a bunch of basketball games. They're tough. They're skilled. They're veterans. It was our night. Jack Sikma's in the house. Mm-hmm. We had 40-plus former all-conference players in the house. There was just it was just our night.
Your team's ability to turn the corner on the dribble drive was impressive from multiple different guys tonight and be able to get to the rim.
Well, I think one of the keys was early on our spacing wasn't very good, so there was a help defender in our way. They really shut off our drive in the first 5-10 minutes. Our guys really started moving off the ball and spacing off the ball better to create those driving lanes. And we got guys, you're right, we've got actually every single guy on the floor can put it on the floor. Harrison Williamson, Marco Anderson can put it on the floor. Our 4s, Mason and Nathan Bolt, can put it on the floor. So they're a threat to drive it. And then, we've been really, I love shot ready. Guys ready to shoot it, ready to attack. We really wanted to be aggressive because we knew these guys are really tough and physical on the defensive end.
You've talked about the length of this team. It showed tonight with your ability to be able to defend on the perimeter.
Yeah, early we were a little disappointed because we were jumping. It got a couple guys in foul trouble, but when we stayed down, but you look at the number of guys. It's not just like we have one guy that's
right.
long. There are the length is unique, and that's a big, strong team. But I thought we had a size and length advantage clearly.
Jackson Nego tonight did not make a basket, but his floor game is so important to what you guys want to do.
Yeah, and he's how about throwing the young guy to the Wolves in terms of a tournament like this right off the bat for your 2 starts? He's so smart. He's tough. He gets us into stuff, and he's just like he's thinking on the floor. He's getting guys in the right spot. He had he didn't score, but he had about 3 shots rattle in and out.
Yep.
He's very capable. We saw that last night. And he really sets the tone for us. I thought Josh Fridman, for a freshman, came in and really played well also from the point guard position.
Your bench was so important in the first half. You had some foul trouble, and you got so many key contributions from so many different guys.
No doubt when most teams, when a Harrison Williamson goes to the bench, they're in trouble. Well, we've got Marco Anderson.
Sure.
And Nathan Bolt, when Marco, we ran him, Nathan Bolt jumps in and plays the 5. Hakeem gets in foul trouble. Well, now you're bringing Trey Bazell and Carlo Kolak in.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, those 2 guys tonight guarded their tails off. Like Trey, is sitting and guarding people, and he's so smart. He's getting to shooters. Carlo's got that size and athleticism. Thought he rebounded. That you're right. You most teams, when you have got foul trouble like that, you're in trouble. We're bringing guys in that we're not just trying to level things off. We want to continue to build, and I thought both. It's early in the season. We're not in great game shape yet. They're not in great game shape, but I thought these two games, our depth wore the other teams down a bit.
What a field. I mean, what a tournament. It almost felt like almost like a little Final Four here at the beginning of the year, but what a field you guys brought in this year.
Yeah, we knew someone was going to go home 0-2,
Sure.
and you just hoped it wasn't you,
Yep.
because there are 4 good teams. And we feel so, number one, thank you, Jack Sikma, for allowing us to put his name on this tournament. Thank you, Dr. Spear, for sponsoring it. And his support allows us to bring teams in like this and run a first-class event. Chris Murray, behind the scenes, was organizing. I mean, this was great play on the court, but I think if you asked the 3 teams that participated, it was really a incredibly well-run tournament. And I'm not saying that because I just coached the basketball team. There are so many people that made this run so smoothly, and hard to think of a better way to start the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the way you've scheduled this, tell me you're not bringing UConn here next year.
Yeah, how about the first 4? We're going to go to DePaul, at Butler, Kalamazoo, and Platteville. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I need my head checked.
Well, the next time Titan fans will be here to watch Titan basketball, it'll be in the conference opener against Carthage. It's coming quickly, but you've got several games spread out in the month of November until then.
Yeah, we've got a couple really challenging road trips. So you go up to Wisconsin Stout,
Sure.
Another WIAC school that's going to be just physically tough. And then we go down to St. Louis to play in the Webster tournament. We like to do that because St. Louis has been so good to us with obviously Harrison, Rope, and Brady Keel. I'll say this, Nick Roper, and I'm not criticizing the people who picked all tournament. There should have been a 6th guy on that team.
Yep.
He absolutely, I mean, he dominated that first half. There was a stretch. He was just flat unstoppable. And I love that confidence. There was a timeout. He's like, Coach, call play for me. Get me in a spot. And, as a coach, you're like, man, this is fun.
Sure.
And there's so many pieces of, hey, let's get Trey a shot here. Let's get Rope on the block there. We got to get the ball to Harrison in the post. Let's get Hakeem. I mean, what a luxury as a coach. It was really fun. And these guys are so unselfish in terms of how they play. How about Mason Funk coming into his own?
Yeah.
That was fun to see as well.
Well, congratulations on the win, the tournament championship, and back at him next week up in Wisconsin.
Well, we appreciate you guys being here, all the Titan fans that came out to support us. What a great environment and a great way to start. So thanks. Look forward to the 2 road trips and then getting back for some conference play. Thank you, guys.
Indeed. Thank you, Coach Ron Rose.
Thanks, Coach. Good job.
Titans get the win, 86-66 the final, as they improve to 2-0 on the young season. Let's review the final numbers. We mentioned the Titans with the 5 in double figures, led by Nick Roper's 18 points. There were 2 in double figures for Wisconsin Platteville, led by Logan Pearson, 21 points. But boy, he had to work for it tonight. 5 of 13 from the floor and 10 of 12 at the free throw line. He was 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ben Probst had 10 points. Aiden Wazurek had 7 off the bench. Max Love and Joey Furman both had 6. Miles Hedinger had 5. They got 3 from Lucas Ramaker, 4 from Brady Olson, 2 from Bristol Lewis, 1 point each for Max Lucy and Luke Begley. The Titans shot 57% from the floor, almost as good as they did last night, almost as well. And 4 for 15 from 3, so they made almost 2/3 of their shots from under the arc, which is phenomenal. A lot of them from underneath the bucket, as they scored 56 points in the paint tonight to 18 for Wisconsin Platteville. They were 14 of 19 at the line for 74%. Platteville shot 38% from the floor, 21 out of 56, 7 of 22 from 3 for 32%, and on their free throws, 17 of 24 for 71%. Titans again using their size to dominate the glass, 42-22, plus 20 there. Titans had just 7 turnovers to just 5 committed by Platteville. All in all, a clinic tonight against the second-ranked team in Division III basketball. And again, it's still early, but you wonder how teams and the rest of D3 Nation will revisit this Titan team and see where they reset them now.
Yeah, this one will open some eyes, no doubt about it, as Illinois Wesleyan not just gets a win. Boy, they really dominated the game, especially in the second half, able to pull away from Platteville. I thought the first 10 minutes of the second half, that's where the domination happened. Illinois Wesleyan really took it to UW-Platteville, able to extend a 9-point lead out to as many as 25 in the second half. And Eric really cruised down the stretch to a nice win. You got contributions from just about everybody. They'll put this one behind them pretty quickly. Get ready for UW Stout in the next contest coming up. Going to have to hit the road for the first time for a regular season game, not an exhibition game coming up. I know that will be a tough one for the Titans. But, you know, you kind of look at this contest, 2 big wins here on their home floor, get them off to a great start in the non-conference season. And in Division III basketball, you're always building equity, and that's what the Titans did with a couple of really nice victories here to start the year.
1 week from now, they'll tip it off at Wisconsin Stout at 11 a.m. We will bring you Illinois Wesleyan football that day as they play their season finale against top-ranked North Central at 1 o'clock. We'll be back with you for Titan basketball the following week as they participate in their tournament in St. Louis on November 22nd and 23rd. We thank our crew here tonight, Caden Darby at our WBSN studios, also Lola Avila, Cody Buzzcall, Stacy Agiola, Ellie Moore, Gigi Uravola, Tyler Wilson, and Matt Sossler, our sideline reporter here tonight. For Joel Swanson, I'm Eric Stock saying so long from Shirk Center. Again, our final score, Illinois Wesleyan 86, Wisconsin Platteville 66, and the Jack Sikma Hall of Fame Invitational Championship. This has been Illinois Wesleyan Titan basketball on 88.1 FM, WBSN, and IWSports.com.